rainstorm if necessary. Another important detail in the DC setup involves the Secret Service.
First day we got on the job site, Secret Service paid us a visit. He came frequently and made sure that all of our mortars were in a vertical position. I mean, even if they were possibly an eighth of an inch or 5 or 6 degrees off true top dead center, he wanted them adjusted.
In Washington, politics are always on the agenda. Tennessee Senator Bill Frist congratulates Pyro Shows on being the first company from Tennessee to fire the nation's fireworks.
I want to congratulate you.
Thank you.
On being chosen, being here to celebrate what this country is all about.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We're proud to be here, too.
The fireworks will be fired electronically. Each shell has an electric squib that will detonate the lift charge. This show has 3,000 shells to be fired from 6 different firing panels.
Fire.
You know, basically what's left is the wiring.
How long do you think it'll take?
We're shooting for being ready to run tests tonight. Have everything wired and test continuity. Make sure you've got a complete circuit on everything.
Tie my squib together. These 2 racks are going to go at the same time. And on this end, I hook them blue and black. Complete the circuit on that end, and on this end, or my black and blue, excuse me, and on this end I'll hook blue and black together, and that'll complete the circuits.
And these are all color-coded, you know.
Yeah. We've got them going 1 through 25, starting with the white, the blue and white, the orange and white, green and white, so on, through 25.
How do you think it's going to look in the sky?
It's going to be intense. You know, that's for sure. It's going to keep their attention, but it's going to be definitely intense.
The day of the 4th of July for any fireworks company is probably by far the most hectic day of the year.
It doesn't put me out of work.
The phone starts ringing in my motel room long before the sun comes up. At 7 o'clock, you've got to be over at CNN for the morning interview. And then from CNN, they're going to try to whisk you over to C-SPAN, from C-SPAN over to Good Morning America. It's a hectic morning, and staying focused is probably the toughest part of the job.
And one of the biggest shows will be on the Mall in the nation's capital. The man responsible for that show, Lansden Hill, joins us this morning in our Washington bureau. Morning, Mr. Hill.
Good morning.
The guys that will be shooting the show will be tucked away in a reinforced metal bunker.
The weather was beginning to deteriorate. It had good weather for the last 2 or 3 days, but the prognosis was for worse weather throughout the day.
The National Park Service shows up to remove the ducks from the rainbow fountain. They're moved to the far end of the reflecting pool for safety.
Taking our pool.
That's what I thought.
When the rain starts, we're watertight. Minutes ago. Oh, now that was the one that I saw. What did it hit? Hit people? Okay.
Lightning bolt just came down and hit over by the ellipse in front of the White House. They have 2, one I think casualty and one seriously injured person.
Even with the rain, the crowd is growing. At 6 p.m., the fire marshal and the Secret Service show up.
National Park Service had indicated that we would have a fire marshal inspection, the last fire marshal inspection at noon on the day of the 4th of July. So we did. We had everything cleared nicely. Then at 6 o'clock, the fire marshal comes back for another inspection. Well, it's not that we mind to be inspected, but if anybody has an accident for any reason by tripping over a wire or cutting a wire, there's not enough time to fix it. And then we scurry in a mad frenzy to check all of our continuity on all circuits again, just to make sure that everything was okay, and it was.
Look at this, all these ladder holes, we're good to go.
Everybody was very happy with the way we had it set up after they had made all of their final inspections. As the sun goes down, I think that's when you really realize that the moment of truth is just a few hours away. Your heart begins to race a little bit, and you start getting the sweaty palms.
Well, someone over there a little while ago, they said they'd probably call at about 8:55, so that'll be about another 17 minutes according to my watch.
You start turning on your indoor lighting, you start hooking batteries up and doing your final checks for continuity. So that's when you start looking at your watch every minute or two, making sure that it's still running. And, you almost feel your heart, see if it's still beating, and put a mirror under your nose to see if you're still breathing.
It's 9 o'clock. Make sure everything is in the off position. Then we'll go ahead and power up. This is 3, 2, 1, fire. Minute 30, guys. Minute 30. Lock and load.
1:25.
There's the green button. You're in good shape.
1 minute.
As those closing seconds occur, I think everything does stop. I think your entire body is just held in some kind of suspense until you watch the switch be thrown and you hear boom.
4, 3, 2, fire!
Once you hear the first boom, the better you feel.
Ready to fire. Ready 3, fire.
You're doing good. Doing good.
Ready 24, fire. Ready 96, fire.